I have to make a correction. I just found out this is a 1982. I've been saying it's an 81, but it is an 82. Sorry for the confusion. I want to document how I received it. One thing I have to check is when this was in a different spot, it said tubed, T-U-B-E-D. Did not say tubeless. So, and the stem, the valve stem has fallen off. Got some chrome there to clean up. It's a reflector, I guess. I am missing this side panel here, and on the other side I've got to talk to him about that. So obviously I have to replace the speakers, and I will replace that with something else. Yeah, that speaker as well, of course. Sorry, some of these far shots are not going to be as good because I have limited room in the garage, and considering that both tires do not hold air, I am not moving it around. It is currently sitting on its center stand. There we go. That's why it's sitting upright. So I really don't know the status of the motor. It should be alright. Just has not been run since 01. That's a long time ago. So before I even roll it over, I'm going to take the plugs out. I'm going to spray some schmutz in there, clean things up, make sure everything's hunky and dory. But it is a 1982. I like that it has a backrest. Never had one that had it, but I've ridden and I love them. We'll get to that part later. Just going around the sides here. So you got a little scratch here. We got to clean it up. This side did get hit with some sun in the past year. It is an interstate. Got this from a friend of mine, and his friend had this. He died 10 years ago or more, but the widow is finally getting rid of it. Yeah, look at that. Let's see, wait a minute. That's right, there's two. I saw that there was two more locks, yeah. There's a lock there. And there's a lock there. I have been told you undo those two locks and you can take the trunk off. Here is a carry handle. So when you get to the hotel, you can bring your trunk in. You can obviously lock the side bags. Oh, this is the same as the other side. Like that, it's got a heel toe shifter. There's just a simple little modification. You added this, and that grabbed onto the lever. See, side stand. Missing the fairing here as well. All right, there we go. Now, as far as the fairing and instrument cluster, on this side is just a soft cover and storage. This one, I don't know what was there, but obviously I gotta figure out what I want to do. Got the garbage switches here, and there were two more that may or may not have been there. I don't know. There's even a little itty bitty switch here. Don't know what those are. There are a couple vents to whether you want some outside air to come through there or not. So we've got temperature, we got down here, temperature, fuel. You see, look, we got 51402. TAC, instrument cluster. I'll show you that when it's able to light up. This hatch, this little part of the lid doesn't seem to be opening fully. I've got to figure that out. But this is actually not the gas tank. You're actually sitting on the gas tank. It's below the seat. I'm going to take the battery out and put it up and see what its condition is. It is behind this side panel, left side panel. So here's the battery, positive, negative, three wires on that one, apparently one wire on that one. So we undo those, undo this bracket, looks like it's just on a hinge, and you drop that down, you can slide the battery out. So lean it and pull it out. So let's start. First thing is get my 10 mil. See, now this thing drops down. Okay, alright, that's flexible. Alright, see, so now that moves out. So, I want to get rid of my negative first, because I don't care if my wrench hits any part of the frame. So let's undo, whoops, let's undo all that. And just get that out of the way. Now see this, I don't have to worry about if I hit. Now there is nothing here, but it's just good habit. Get out of the way. Alrighty. So I put that flat washer there. Screw that down. So now, there we go. There we go. All my negatives and my one positive. See, I'll clean these up, get nice and good clean contact. So yeah, you got clean it up. Just for gets and shiggles, I hooked up the battery from my Valkyrie. So first one is accessory. We should turn that on. I do hear the speakers do some.
Está se adaptando à internet, à televisão. Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Yini Han. 100 million Americans are now fully vaccinated, says the CDC, while some infectious disease experts worry about next winter. Dr. Paul Offit of the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
Alright, FM is not working.
To try and alleviate the immediate problem that India has.
The U.S. announcing it will be restricting travel from
works.
India.
It might be the
U.S.
antenna.
withdrawal from Afghanistan has officially begun.
No tape
Today
in there.
was the original deadline.
But, alright, the radio actually works. Speakers actually work. But that's accessory. Let's go ahead and see how this lights up. Whoops. Alright, so now we're on. So we've got this light, and that light. The oil pressure. This is neutral. And this is rear suspension air pressure. Alright, and there's some fuel in there. Fuel gauge has gone up. And of course the temp is not. But there's almost half a tank of fuel. It's getting close, coming up to half a tank. I'm gonna drain that tank out, maybe even tank it out and clean it. I don't know what's gonna be in there. Alright, cool. Alright, I was playing around with this. And this thing is all loose in there. I did notice this. There's the seat. Fuel tank sender. Fuel tank. Alright, what's keeping that from coming off? There we go. Alright. Okay, well, let's see what the air cleaner looks like. Alright, we've got this wing nut. Okay. That probably needs to be replaced. Yep, that's the intake to 4 carbs, 4-cylinder, 1 carb per cylinder. But for the time being, I'll leave this as is. I'm just going through and taking a look at things. I'm not doing any work on it right this minute. I am just getting a to-do list. So, rear suspension air pressure. And it says suspension. I've got to read up on that. I really don't know what that is. What they mean by it. I mean, okay, I guess it can blow up, I guess some of these, but I thought that was just the Aspencade. Some of these have an air pump to adjust the rear. I don't know. There is a sign, there is a sticker over there mentioning what kind of pressure to have. Okay, here's what's up under the seat. So I do need to clean this wiring up. Let's see these guys. That one there, that one there, and a host of other things have all been added for all these extra lights. Like along here, you know, these lights here. So I've got to identify them all and make sure everything is all hunky and dory. Yep, 1982 Honda GL 1100 Goldwing Interstate. Honda GL 1100 Goldwing Interstate. Okay, this is a 1982 Interstate, and it did not come with the air compressor, which is hangs out under here. It is done manually by a typical tire stem under here. So under this cap is your your tire stem. This connects over to the other fork. There is no air. I've pressed this. There's no air in there. I'm going to throw some in and see what happens. Alright, this is what I have. I don't have compressed air storage. I just got my little 12-volt DC pump. Well, as you can see, there's nothing in there. Okay. Alright, kilograms. So the rear one is supposed to be at 2 to 4 square kilos. So this front one I have at 1.5. I gotta read what it says for the front. But see what happens if it holds. See, I've got it just basically at 2 bar, or 2 kilograms I should say. 2 kilos per square centimeter. Let's see if it holds. Rear shocks are done in the side saddle, starboard side, right hand side. So put this in. As I thought, nothing. Said 2 to 4, let's put it there. And let's see if it holds. Okay, so look at that chrome there. Let me get the light of the camera. See all the little spots, but it does clean up nicely. So you can see reflection in that. If I come over here, you can see how foggy it is. Looks like brushed stainless, brushed aluminum. See, look at that. All that chrome. this side. Look at the chrome on that. How shiny it does end up being.